Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that's quite old and quite rare. We are looking at the limited edition run from Hasbro of their Star Wars Power of the Force action figures that came with the gold minted coins. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in, and this particular figure today we're looking at is Chewbacca, the Wookiee. And he obviously comes with his own coin, as you can see just behind the bubble there. But what was the box really? Let's start with the box. So you've got the Darth Vader's face on the top left-hand corner. And on the right-hand corner it says Special Limited Edition. It says assortment number 69675 and it's number 84023. It says Star Wars The Power of the Force, Chewbacca, ages 4 and up, and warning, choking hazard, small parts not suitable for children under 3 years. Okay, so that is the front of the box. Let's just whiz the box around to the back and let's see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the box around to the back and it shows you again, you've got Darth Vader's head there, Star Wars Power of the Force, and it says New Millennium Minted Coin Collection. Remember, this was released in 1997, just prior to the Millennium, the turn of the century. So this is all approaching the Millennium. And it says, New Millennium Minted Coin Collection. The Star Wars Mint is officially reinstituted with this limited edition series. New gold coloured coins feature character images from the classic silver coloured coin release, all with brand new reverse side stampings, specifically designed for this exclusive commemorative offering. And in the series, you've got Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker in Endor gear, Bespin Han Solo, Snow Trooper, Princess Leia in Endor gear, and C-3PO. And we've already done some videos on a few of those. So this is the third or fourth one that we've done. Proof of purchase at the bottom with Chewbacca, and it's you got the Kenner logo at the bottom there, and it's got 1997 Hasbro Inc. Join the official Star Trek fan club, and you got the copyright information down there as well. And it says you view the official Star Wars website and view the official toys and games website at Hasbro. Okay, that is the back of the box. Let's just have a look at the side. Is there anything on the side? It says Star Wars The Power of the Force Chewbacca, and there you can see a picture of the coin itself and Chewbacca. And on the other side, what have we got? Exactly the same again. So Star Wars Power of the Force Chewbacca. Right, what I'm going to do is, because you can't really see these items great through the bubble, so I'm going to open the box, take the items out, and let's see if we can have a look at them with the window not hindering the light. Okay, so I've removed the inner packaging from the box, but it hasn't helped our cause, I'm afraid, because the packaging is all molded to the card. So it's not one that I thought it was just a plastic cover that you would take apart, but it's not. It's all actually molded onto the card, so the only way you can get it out is to actually tear the card. So as you're aware, obviously I can't do that, but let's take a look at the figure. And there is Chewbacca. Now these figures have been released before. They were released singly, and they've been released several times. So it was about the third time this was being released. The nice thing about these figures, though, is that it comes with a stand, as you can see the stand there, which also links on to the coin. So this set actually displays very nicely. But let's just have a measure of Chewbacca. So he is the standard 10-inch figure. He measures 10 centimeters rather. He measures 5 centimeters across, and depth wise, yeah, he's about 2 centimeters deep, as all of the figures in that series are. And he comes obviously with his bowcaster. Now, articulation wise, I haven't got a Chewbacca figure separately, but I do have a Stormtrooper, and they're practically all the same articulation. So you've got the head, you've got the tops of the arms, there's no there's slight waist movement there, and the tops of the legs. If you can see that, I'm zoomed in a bit too far. Let's do that again. So the head turns, the arms lift, the waist turns, and the legs go up and down. But that's the extent of the articulation on these figures. The articulation on these wasn't the best, I'm afraid. And you can see where the articulation is on this figure. So you see the waist and the tops of the legs and the tops of the arms. I don't think Chewbacca's head actually moves though. So there's not a great deal of articulation on these. The good thing about this one though is he has actually got his hand holding the bowcaster. So it's not one where you have to put it in his hand, because it is actually already held in there. So it shows you how it should be held. So that's a good thing from that. So that's the figure. And let's just have a look at the coin, because I think these coins are absolutely awesome. I'm going to zoom right in on this coin. And there you can see it says Chewbacca the Wookiee. And it is cast in gold. It's just metal in gold colouring though. There's no value in it. If we turn it over to the back, you can see it's got the Power of the Force, Star Wars, and you've got the Sith and the Rebel logos there. So that's the coin. Now, size-wise, let's just get a ruler over the coin. We are looking at about 4 centimeters. If you can just about see that. It's about 4 centimeters in diameter, the coin, so it's fairly large. And if you see it in the actual stand or in the holder stands about 7 centimeters tall, by about 5 centimeters wide, and it's about 1.5 centimeters thick. But it does all link up on the stand, and it sits onto the stand that joins onto Chewbacca. So that is the figures. I think these figures were, well, not so much the figures, because the figures have been released before, but I think the coins are fantastic. And in my opinion, they're really worth buying just to get the coins. Remember, these were limited. All this range was a limited edition run. So once this range finished, those coins were done and gone, and you couldn't get them anywhere else. So they were certainly worth having. How well did they do though? Well, they didn't do as well as what was expected. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think that's due to the fact that the figures had already been previously released. I think they were using up figures that were previously made, or they still had the molds for. And just to add an extra bonus to it, they decided to do the coins. I think they could have done the coins on their own. I think the coins on their own would have sold very well for collectors. But this was more geared to the kids for their figures, and when adults looking to buy a kid a figure, they don't really look at the coin, look at that and say, well, that's a coin, don't really want to buy that for my little one. And they don't actually, as I would, they don't actually end up buying these. They buy the figures by themselves. So the actual overall sales on these wasn't the best. But then the quantities were limited, so they wasn't really looking for a massive market. It was only a smaller market that they was intended to. I don't know what the numbers were, but as I say, I do know they were limited quantities. Like, you didn't really see many of them in the shops either, to be perfectly frank with you, at the time. So yeah, probably not the best seller. However, now we're talking getting on for 27 years later, these figures and coin sets are now incredibly collectible. I mean, very, very collectible. And there's lots of people looking for these particular items. They do still come up from time to time on the platforms, don't get me wrong. You do see them. It's usually the same figures, because there's some common figures and not so common figures. Chewbacca is not so common. He's not the rarest, but he's not the common one either. So, but they do appear from time to time on the platforms, don't get me wrong. But again, you've got to obviously be careful that they're not been taken out of the packs and what have you. Or you can come to us, because we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few of these, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below, which will take you straight to the website, or you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you are not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.